Stop. You are entering the Groove Lounge. Only groovers allowed. Are you going to feel my groove? Enter.
Hey, it's a big show. It's a very big show. We've just taken custody of the studio. I've got a VIP with me, a true VIP. Hey, Gary, it's Barry. How you doing? Gary?
Good, thank you.
Are you there?
I can just about hear you.
Okay, you're on air, you're live, and Jed's with you. Jed has almost met you. Say hi, Jed.
Hi, Gary. How you doing?
Good, thank you. And you, Jed?
I can just about hear you.
Yeah, put your headphones on, you'll hear him.
Hiya. Where are you?
I'm actually in my car at the moment.
So, good planning, a flat battery, not on the car but on the phone, but good to have you with us. Gary, just to introduce yourself then, co-writer, director of 20th Century Boy, correct?
That's right, yes.
An exciting project. How did it begin for you?
Well, I was approached by Brian Dunham and Nicky Graham about 3 years ago with the beginnings of this very interesting project, and it kind of hooked me from the beginning. I think that the story particularly, but the music as well, and just, you know, the period, everything just screamed out at something that needed to be told and needed to be put on the stage. So it's kind of been an addiction for me over the past 3 years. Amazing.
And were you, now that you are addicted, what was your first recollection or first sort of purchase or involvement with Bolan T-Rex?
They were always, the sounds were always around the house. I mean, you know, you certainly couldn't get away from them in the early 70s. And, you know, a lot of my family and cousins and everything were, the female cousins were absolutely crazy about Mark. So he was plastered all over their walls. So the imagery and the music was kind of infiltrated through the house at the time. And so, you know, having that and then hearing it through the years, you know, in film soundtracks and God knows what else, it's just been a constant reminder of how brilliant he was, really.
Yeah, so you're really passionate about the whole thing, obviously, otherwise you wouldn't have taken this on.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay, so what are your hopes, dreams, aspirations for the production?
I think at the moment we're just really overjoyed to be getting it to the stage. It's been a long, drawn-out process, and we've been very careful in the development of the piece to get the story right and you know, make sure that we're telling it in an interesting way and getting the facts correct, and stringing all the songs together and just really paying homage and respect to Mark and his memory. And I think the fact that we're finally getting it on the stage so that people can come and celebrate is where we're at. Our main focus is on that. What happens beyond then, we'll worry about that in October, I think.
Yeah, I mean, let's hope it goes really well. I mean, okay, in terms of this thing about the show being a wider success for everybody, as opposed to just us die-hard Mark Bolan fans, what do we have to do to make that happen?
Well, to get it out to the public.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think that the show has the same appeal as the likes of Jersey Boys and Buddy, and I keep saying this, you know, it is a biographical piece, and the soundtrack for the musical is the music written by the star of the show. And I think that, for any theatre goer, should be of interest. I mean, it's a fascinating story, and, you know, for those people out there that don't know, we're telling Mark's story through the eyes of Roland as a teenager. So there are two stories in one. So it's very much a play about very real people and, you know, a fascinating and tragic story with some amazing music. So if that doesn't get you out of the house and into the theatre, I don't know what else will, to be honest.
Absolutely. And what about a cast? How are rehearsals and, you know, how's the production coming together?
Yeah, good. We start rehearsals in a week and a half.
Right.
So at the moment, I'm just getting all of my prep together. I've just had a meeting with our video designer because we have some projection in the show, and we're just tweaking the script and just making all the final adjustments, really, before we start with everybody on the 15th.
And how difficult is tweaking the script, knowing what to leave in, knowing what to take out, etc.?
Yeah, we did a read-through with some of the actors on Friday, and that always brings a piece to life. And with it being a brand new script, you know, you never know how it's going to jump off the page until the actors are actually reading it. So that was really enlightening on Friday. So we're just tweaking from that read-through, actually, but we're very nearly there.
That's really good.
I'm very excited.
Okay, and one final question for you. It's a difficult one. How groovy is the Groovy Groove Lounge?
Well, I guess you don't get groovier than the groover himself, and that's what this station and our musical is all about, so groove on.
Okay, thanks. Okay. Hey, Gary, thanks for being on. Anything you want to ask us, and Jed, me, or Ben while we're here?
No, I'm just really looking forward to meeting you guys and hearing all your stories and just, you know, sharing the dream, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much for coming on. We've got members of the cast and things coming on in the next couple of weeks, and we've had Brian on. Can't thank you enough, and Tim, thank you for finding a spare battery.
My pleasure.
All the best, Gary.
Thanks, Barry.
Bye.
Cheers, Jed.
Yeah,
Take care. Bye.
Repeat back on my voice. Just a little lesson before.
Okay, we're still rolling.